Are you? It has been a long time since I've gone live. I do it sporadically, but for a long time, for many years, I did it every day, Monday through Friday, taking the weekends off. And I think it's just time to get back to that, to get back to the time of just showing up. I think and this could be very controversial. I don't mean it to be, but I think COVID has really shown a lot of people who they are, who they could be. You know, I wrestled with my own confidence for a long time, not realizing that once you have confidence doesn't mean you always have confidence. Confidence is something you have to keep working at, like a muscle, like working out. And I kind of lost who I was over a couple years. And then when COVID hit, I had to refine myself and kind of redefine who I was because I had to kind of restructure my whole day. I'd restructure my whole job, everything, because everything changed. And I see now, we're in year two. As I talk to more people, they're kind of like, I get these universal messages. People that I never thought would switch jobs are switching jobs, and people I never thought that would get married are getting married, and conversely divorcing. It just seems like everybody's transforming. Everybody's, shuffling the deck and seeing what's up there, what's going on. And that's kind of how I feel, and I don't know if you're getting the same, vibes that it's just times have changed. And it's time to really kind of evaluate who you are and what do you want to have with this life. Because we're only given one life, and nothing's guaranteed except this exact moment in time. So you really kind of have to get focused on who you are, what do you want, and how do you get it. And I was stuck and stuck for a couple years, just stuck in place. I wasn't showing up the way I like to show up. I was kind of slinking in and out of offices and kind of just not showing up in my usual confident, let's kick ass and take names. And it took me a long time to do a deep dive. And that's why now I do next level confidence, because I want to help women get their mojo back, get their confidence back. So when you get messages, don't ignore the messages. When, all of a sudden a job's presented to you, ask yourself why. If something random happens, you've got to ask yourself why. What's the message? Sit with it and ask. Because if you don't get that message, another one will be shown and another one will be shown until you get to the message. A great example is this person I know had always wanted to be in this type of job. She always wanted to be a police officer. It was her thing forever. And then as time went clicked on, she was kind of like, oh, I don't know about that. And she started learning about, EMT and paramedic. And she was like, well, that's more my stuff, because she paid attention to the signs. So when something random happens and it keeps happening, pay attention to the sign. What the saying is, when the universe calls, pick up the damn phone and listen. Nothing is random in this universe. Nothing. Everything is structured. You just have to pay attention to the clues. I mean, it wasn't random that I lost my mojo. I mean, I would like to think it was. How can you be one of the, in my opinion, one of the most confident women in the world and go to one of the least confident women? Because it was an obstacle I had to learn how to overcome. And then you turn your obstacles into opportunities. And I didn't realize that, I've been coaching women for years on spirituality and, healing their past and moving forward. And I never realized that confidence is the key. This, how you view yourself is the key. Yes, how you look at your past and all the obstacles and what did they mean and why were they there is important. But it's more important to figure out why you play small, why you haven't stepped into your gifts. And I needed to go through the past couple of years to understand that. And some of you may be going through stuff as well, trying to figure it out. The answer will be revealed. You just have to be patient and go through it. And understand that everybody has obstacles. Nobody gets out of this life without obstacles. Nobody gets out of this life without hurt and trauma. It's what you do with those obstacles that matter. And I mean, I know it's a cliche to say you turn your obstacles into opportunities, but that's why they're given to you. So this is day one of my Facebook Lives. Like I said, I'll start doing them every day. You can also check out my TikTok. I have a TikTok. It's Karen Barno. I go over there every day as well. And that's why my TikTok's pretty much focused on confidence tips. Like confident women dream big, confident women take chances, confident women don't hide. Every once in a while I throw one in about my dog. We have two dogs, two black labs. I throw those in as well. I hope this has helped you guys. If you have anything you want me to talk about or discuss, please put it in the comments below. Any topic that you'd like to kind of review and go over, because I'm here to serve you guys. I'm here to help you step in and become the person you want to be. Because we all know who we want to be. We do. I mean, if you were sitting alone and somebody said, you know, write down exactly what you want to be and I could make you that person, you'd write it down, but you wouldn't believe that you could be that person. But mindset, baby, you can. So we'll be digging into a lot of topics. Hope this helped you guys. Talk to you later. Here's to you finding your blue rose. Let's find your uniqueness and step into it. Talk to you later. Bye bye.